He was just another security guard struggling to make ends meet, until Donald Trump noticed him. What happened next shocked the entire nation. The grand lobby of Trump Tower buzzed with its usual energy. High-profile executives, wealthy investors, and eager tourists all moving through the gleaming marble floors. Standing near the entrance, wearing a slightly worn-out security uniform, was Jake Peterson, a night shift guard who had been working here for the past 5 years. Jake wasn't just another employee. He was a single father, working 2 jobs to support his daughter Emily, who had been sick for months. Every paycheck went toward hospital bills, rent, and keeping food on the table. But tonight was different, because Donald Trump himself was in the building. As the former president walked through the lobby, shaking hands and speaking with executives, his eyes landed on Jake, who was busy helping an elderly woman struggling with her bags. Trump watched as Jake gently assisted her, making sure she got to the elevator safely. That's when something caught his eye. Jake's shoes, worn down to the soles, his uniform, neatly pressed but clearly aged, and the look in his eyes, tired yet determined. Trump, always one to notice hard workers, felt something stir inside him. He walked straight toward Jake. The moment Jake turned and saw Trump standing in front of him, his heart nearly stopped. "Sir, good evening, Mr. Trump," he stammered, standing up straight. Trump studied him for a second, then said something that made everyone in the lobby freeze. "How long have you been working here, son?" Jake swallowed. 5 years, sir." Trump nodded. "And you always go out of your way to help people like that?" Jake shrugged. "Just doing my job, sir." But Trump, he saw something more, and what he did next would leave the entire nation talking. The lobby fell silent as Trump continued looking at Jake, his expression unreadable. Then, in his signature direct style, he said, "Tell me something. How much do they pay you?" Jake blinked, caught off guard. Minimum wage, sir, but I pick up extra shifts when I can." Trump's jaw tightened. "Minimum wage? After 5 years?" he repeated, loud enough for the nearby executives to shift uncomfortably. Jake hesitated, feeling suddenly self-conscious. "It's not much, but it helps me take care of my daughter." Trump's eyes narrowed. "You have a kid?" Jake nodded. "Emily. She's 9. Been in and out of the hospital lately." Trump exhaled sharply. Then, without another word, he turned on his heel and called out, "Where's the manager?" A nervous-looking man stepped forward. "Right here, Mr. Trump." Trump pointed at Jake. "This guy's been working here for 5 years and you're still paying him minimum wage?" The manager fumbled for words. "Well, sir, we—" "Save it," Trump cut in. He turned back to Jake. "You like working security?" Jake nodded slowly. "Yes, sir." Trump smirked. "Good. Because starting tomorrow, you're not just a guard anymore. You're head of security for Trump Tower." The entire lobby gasped. Jake's eyes widened in shock. "Sir, what?" Trump clapped him on the shoulder. "You work hard, you take care of people, and most importantly, you didn't ask for anything. You earned it." Jake's hands trembled, his mind struggling to process what just happened. His minimum wage job had just turned into a 6-figure career, but Trump wasn't done yet, because his next move would bring Jake to tears. The news spread instantly. Employees whispered, bystanders recorded on their phones, and within minutes the internet was buzzing about what just happened. Jake, still in shock, tried to find his words. "Mr. Trump, I don't know how to thank you." Trump smirked. "Don't thank me yet. I'm not finished." He pulled out his phone, dialed a number, and waited. "Yeah, it's Trump. I need you to pull Jake Peterson's file. Yes, the guard. Find out everything about his situation and get back to me. ASAP." Jake's heart pounded. Minutes later, an assistant handed Trump a folder. He skimmed through it, his expression darkening as he read the details. Then, he turned back to Jake. "I hear you've got some hospital bills piling up." Jake's stomach dropped. "Sir, Trump held up a hand. "Consider them paid." Jake's breath hitched. Sir, that's too much. I can't accept that. Trump smirked, shaking his head. You think I'm gonna let a hardworking guy like you drown in bills while I sit on billions? Not happening. Tears welled in Jake's eyes. He had spent years struggling, worrying about how to afford Emily's treatments. And now, with one decision, Trump had just changed his entire life. But what came next would leave the entire nation speechless. Within hours, the story went viral. News channels ran headlines like, Donald Trump promotes struggling security guard to executive position on the spot. Trump pays off single father's medical bills. America reacts. From minimum wage to six figures, the life-changing moment, caught on camera. But the most shocking part? It wasn't just about Jake. After the story broke, countless companies reached out, inspired by Trump's act of generosity. CEOs and business owners across the country began reviewing their own employees' wages, offering surprise promotions and raises. Jake, once just a nameless guard, was now being invited onto talk shows, sharing his unbelievable story. And as for Trump? When reporters asked why he did it, he simply shrugged. Because real success isn't just about making money, it's about lifting others up when they need it most. Jake never forgot that day, not just because it changed his life, but because it reminded the entire nation. One moment of kindness can change everything. Would you have done what Trump did? Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories like this.